Hello, I'm Jenniffer Bott. I'm a loan officer with Mortgage One. We are based out of Sterling Heights, Michigan. Well, I am married. My husband's name is Bill, and I have a 13-year-old daughter, Faith, who has Down syndrome. And we have extended family that lives with us as well. So my father-in-law, Al, and then my niece, Alyssa. So we have a big party going on at the house. So Mortgage One specializes in residential mortgages only. That's purchases and refinances. That's all we do, and we do it really, really well. I love making a difference for people. You know, me and my team, we work really closely, and we help our clients, and we're there beginning to end. So from that first phone call all the way to the closing table. Whether it's a first-time home buyer that has never done this and has no idea what they don't even know, or someone who has bought and sold many homes, you know, the details are so important. And, you know, just because you've done it before, things change. So it's always good to work with someone who is there for you beginning to end and will be there with anything you need. So I would have to say one of my favorite transactions was a refi. It was a single mom, and we went through, and divorce is never usually kind to credit. So she did not have a very good interest rate. We were able to take a 30-year mortgage and put her in a 15-year mortgage. So we shaved off about 14 years, and her payment still went down $50. So it was about $150,000 in savings. And I was so excited, you would have thought I won the lottery. I keep in touch with my clients after the fact. A lot of them become friends because I just like helping people and I like people. So that one I'll never forget. But my downtime, you know, I typically end up spending it with family or friends. You know, I've got the kids at home. So my daughter Faith and my niece Alyssa will do stuff either with the kids or as the whole family. I always like to squeeze in a date night whenever possible. And of course, my girl time, whether it's going out and getting a quick pedicure or a glass of wine. You know, you've got to make use of the time you have and have a good time. I believe that a lot of women are a little better at multitasking, juggling 50 things that are coming at them, and super, super, super detail oriented. Not that men aren't, but typically a lot of women can do all of those things together. And so being a wife and a mom and a professional loan officer, a business person, I'm juggling a lot, and I've always done it that way, and I do it really well. So I don't know that I look at it as a challenge rather than an asset to work with a female business person. So when I became a loan officer, my mentor strongly advised, for the sake of my relationship and my relationships at home and family and friends, to make sure that you do carve out time. When I don't, I notice that those relationships suffer. So it's important to make sure that that is on the forefront, because we work to live. We shouldn't live to work. And my husband's really good about reminding me. You know, it's all about, we're doing this to be with the people that we love, so we don't want to forget and put them on the back burner, and it's easy to forget. One of my close to my heart charities, so my daughter Faith is 13 and she has Down syndrome. And so Families Exploring Down Syndrome is a 501c nonprofit, and they just made such a difference in our lives, and they really help so many families. So Down syndrome is not something that can be cured, but it's all about education and awareness. And when you are a new young parent of a child with special needs that you know nothing about, your village, your community, your resources are everything. People are going to helped us through a lot of the beginning times. There's absolutely nothing in Faith's life that isn't a little special. Her pediatrician is a specialist. She specializes in Down syndrome, and we're lucky enough that she also has a hobby of hypothyroidism, which Faith also has. Her dentist is a pediatric specialist. You know, all of her doctors, all of everything that she's been through, whether it's speech, therapy, school, medical, everything is all special needs. So we would not have had all of those resources and all of the things that we've been through for 13 years without people there to guide us through. You know, the people that were there before us are passing that information down, and we in turn pass it down to the new parents. So families exploring Down syndrome, they don't have a whole lot of events or things like that. They still put on their walk, which is their one big fundraiser a year, but they give so much back. They do education for medical facilities. There's always changes. You know, they a few years back came out with a blood test to determine whether or not you are pregnant with a child with Down syndrome. That was a blessing and a curse. But there's so many things that have changed the lives of people with disabilities. People with Down syndrome can live into their 60s now. 30 years ago, that was half that age. So that is the charity that is close and near and dear to mine and my family's heart. So, most of us walk around with our phones in our hands. I, like everyone else, have my phone. I'm taking pictures. A lot of people don't realize, though, I used to own a photography company. Back in the 90s, I was that person that just really enjoyed capturing the moment. And just because all the manual stuff kind of went away doesn't mean my passion for it went away. So I had my daughter, and I think by the time she was 2, I was getting no more pictures, Mom, because I was always taking pictures. I still take pictures. I take pictures of everything, and I just love capturing the moment. And even though my friends and family may think, oh my gosh, too many pictures, they love going back in my photo books and my scrapbooks and, you know, anything I post online. So they secretly love it.